Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Just sitting here on a Thursday afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock. Halloween day, October 31st. Another hot one here. It's going to be in the 90s, pushing 90 degrees here at the end of October. I know I've been mentioning this in probably all my videos. I'll stop whining about it, but I just look forward to the cooler weather here every year in Florida. Summertime is miserable. It's the heat combined with the humidity here. It's just awful. And I work outside a lot. I'm not in the air conditioning all the time, so I just don't care for it. I'm just sitting here having a bowl of one of my favorites, McClelland's Blackwoods Flake in all Virginia. I think I've done a review on it. Very highly rated to me. Just a great medium smoke. Could smoke it all day. Smokes great in a big pipe. Good stuff. At any rate, just waiting for this cooler weather to show up. I mean, it's going to happen at some point, I don't think the global warming's gotten that out of control where winter will cease to exist here in Florida. It's really my favorite time of year, though, because I ride motorcycles. Or I have a motorcycle. It's a Triumph Daytona. It's a British bike made in England. But every year I look forward to this, the cooler weather, because riding here in the summer, I will not ride without protective leathers, leather jacket and a helmet, no matter how hot it is, because I've been in 2 accidents over the years. I mean, I've been riding since, I guess I was 16. No, it's earlier than 16, maybe 14 or 15. I've ridden one motorcycle or another. But as I was mentioning, no matter how hot it is, I'm not going to ride without protection, because it saved me the 2 accidents that I've been in. The leather jacket and helmet saved me from any serious injury. So I'm not the type of guy that you're going to see riding around with sneakers, shorts, and no helmet. Like some of these guys out there. But that's why I look forward to the winter time, because it's nice and cool when you're wearing all that. But I don't think a lot of people even know that Triumph still makes motorcycles. I bought mine. I've had it for a long time. I want to say, I bought it in 1998. But the fuel pump has crapped out on me, so I had to order one. And because it's a British bike, the parts are not super easy to come by here in the U.S., so I had to order a pump from England, which is on its way. It's like a couple $100. But I have to put that in. And then it'll be time to ride. But, as I mentioned, I think a lot of people don't even know that Triumph still makes motorcycles. I think they make 10 different models. They make the Bonneville still, which is completely retro looking. I mean, it looks like the original that they made back in, I think it was the late 60s through the 70s. I know Harley Davidson and Triumph were the 2 biggest competitors or manufacturers in motorcycle racing during that era, like the 60s and 70s, and I think Triumph pretty much dominated back then. But the bike I have is a kind of like a crotch rocket. Well, it is. It's a race bike. But I think they're better built. The quality, the attention to detail is much better than these a lot of these Japanese bikes. But I don't know, I'm probably getting a little too old for that thing. It's not super comfortable to ride. You know, after like 2 hours, your wrists hurt and, you know, your back. It's not bad for if you have a person, you know, riding on the back of the bike. But for the one driving the motorcycle, it's probably not the most... Well, I know it's not. It's not the most comfortable thing. So maybe I'll get a more touring type bike. But I do like the Triumph, so I definitely would buy another one. I mean, this is the first problem, this fuel pump, that I've had since I've owned it. So I can't complain. But yes, Triumph does still make motorcycles, people. In fact, here, I'll show you mine. It's, as I mentioned, sorry about that. It's kind of it's a crotch rocket bike. I keep it out of my patio. There she is. It's actually a 955cc bike, even though it says 595. It's a factory designation, but there it is. Triumph does still make motorcycles. I got my let's show you kind of a really nice day today, you know, but it's hotter than hell. But when the temperature cools down, it'll be nice. I got my I brew my own beer. I grow my own hops, little hop plants there. But oh, got my goofy dog running around out there. Hey, buddy. That's Deets. Yeah, as I was mentioning, though, get this fuel pump put in and do a little riding. This beautiful weather of Florida in the wintertime, if it ever shows up. Like I said, I'll stop whining about it. But who was I? Can't remember who I was talking to the other day. God, I'm getting old. My memory. I have two disorders. I have tobacco acquisition disorder, TAD, and I have CRS also. Can't remember shit disorder. Pardon my language there, everybody. But yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, whoever I was talking to. I apologize. As soon as I'm done with this video, it'll pop in my head. But we were talking about like your favorite tin art for pipe tobaccos. And I'll be honest with you, I've been guilty of buying a tobacco only because I thought the tin art was pretty cool. And I've had some where the tobacco was really good and some it was not so good. But my personal favorite tin art, I actually leave the little tin sitting out because I like the way it looks. I have a couple of tins throughout the house, empty ones. But this one, to me, is my all-time favorite. It's a manly looking thing. It just brings you back. You can totally imagine these guys smoking their pipes after they got back from a mission and all that. But this is my favorite. Squadron Leader. Look at that. From Samuel Gawith. Just a neat tin. Kind of very nostalgic, and it evokes... like I mentioned, you can just see these guys after a couple of missions coming back and smoking on their pipes. And anyway, that's my favorite tin art. It's also a very good English tobacco. I really like this stuff. The bulk version of this, for some reason, I don't care for. It doesn't really taste the same to me. At any rate, Squadron Leader, pretty neat little tin. At any rate, I'm just useless ramblings here on my day off, but I hope everybody is doing really well. I hope everything's working out for everybody and positive things happening, and I hope everybody has a great day. And I'm going to cut this one off before I get off on another tangent, so we'll see you the next time.